There is in time a line that separates the past from the future. For those who fly, it begins in the fluid grace of tall grass prairie and reaches back across the Appalachians to the eastern sea. It is a line anchored firmly in the mythic places of America, of one Ohio town, its people plain-spoken, Midwest-tempered, a town of open doors, tree-lined streets, and simple pleasures.
So we're in the U.S. Air Force Museum of Flight, and this is a replica of the original Wright Flyer, and parts of the wings still have some of the original fabric. The original one that they actually flew is in the Smithsonian Museum.
It was from such a town as this they came, these preachers' sons, two who left behind their heartland home to go eastward, to the sea, to the sky, and beyond, to a place of high dunes braced against a shifting shore, of ancient surf-smooth stones brushed by the edge of an endless ocean, a vast blue-green rolling seascape that touches other older shores that once were ours, now lost beneath the distant line of sky. On this, our own ocean's edge, the winter's wind blows strong and constant, now as it did at that long ago beginning, when persistent genius first reached and climbed and soared on one cold December's morning at a place called Kitty Hawk. Here, with hands coarse rubbed by blowing sand and salt brine air, they learned to climb the sky, to lift themselves on untried wings of cloth and wood, the stuff of older ships, now shaped and bent anew to sail a higher sea. Here it was they launched themselves against the wind, to fly, to rise on up with awkward grace, and give to flight a human face.
This is the first Alaska flight, and Doolittle's Atlantic to Pacific in 1922. And this is the wing from the DH-4B, piloted by Captain Street on his famous flight in Alaska.
Looking at the old Martin or MB-2 bomber.
If you love aviation, this is the place to come. This is a Martin from World War I. It's got two V12 engines in it. You can see the size of this museum. It's enormous. And these huge hangars.
It's the old P-26A pea shooter. And it was built by Boeing in about 2025, I think is what it says here.
This is the BT-14, the Army Air Corps' basic trainer. This is one way to land it, but you get extra points if you don't plant the prop into the dirt like this guy did.
Where once but two, their tracks are many, white scars against the darkening blue that ride the rising Doppler pitch of metal engines whine high among the clouds. Up there, beyond the dream of pioneer, ever higher now, a newer breed of airmen soars, to make of older dreams a new tomorrow. In flight and squadron organized, they come to push through time the line that moves more quickly now, to sail on wings of form and kind unknown to those who first rose up to see the sanded hills slip by beneath. Higher, faster, farther, they come in winged echelon to catch the wind in silver-jetted ships, borne up as sentinels to stand the guard at freedom's gate with vectors straight and true, as guardians of the nation, a flight of Air Force Blue.
We're in the World War II section of the museum now. And this area commemorates Doolittle Raiders. This is one of the B-25s. This did not participate in the raid, but this is the type aircraft that they used in the raid. And the Japanese aircraft, this is an old Zero. And I'm not sure what the transport is up there. We'll have to take a look at that.
These 80 silver goblets commemorate the 80 men who flew the Doolittle raid against Japan in 1942. Over the years, these goblets have taken a highly symbolic place in the history of military aviation. At every reunion, the surviving Raiders meet privately to conduct their solemn goblet ceremony. After toasting the Raiders who died since their last meeting, they turn the deceased men's goblets upside down. When there are only 2 Raiders left, these 2 men will drink one final toast to their departed comrades.
Golden legacy, boundless future. For those who share this vision, one line through time is 2, and on them they take the oath to fly and keep 'em flying, on heading and on course. All those who wear the colors of your United States Air Force.
B-24 from World War II. Strawberry Bitch, that was one of the more famous aircraft in the events.
This is the original Memphis Belle, and I think you guys probably know the movie. Unbelievable. They restored it, got it in 2005, and by 2018 it was fully restored. It looks brand new here, guys. Yeah, it's very impressive. Very impressive. And here's a little bit about the history of it and showing that we thought it might have been a copy, but it isn't. It's actually the original. It's a very impressive airplane. Man, this is one impressive museum. Looks like we got a Catalina flying boat, one of my favorite airplanes. Oh, I love these things. I don't know what it is about them. I think they're so cool. OA-10 Catalina. Yep. Consolidated. That means it was made by B-36 makers.
Yep.
Hunger.
Made down in, probably down in San Diego then.
This is a training version of the Yoka. The landing skid on the bottom allows the pilots to fly the aircraft more than once before they go out on their suicide mission.
And we're looking at the aircraft the Japanese called Bison. Mr. B, B-29. It ended the war, and it did a lot of bombing raids on Japan, both the conventional and firebombing, and of course the big one, the atomic bomb. The difference in size between the original wheels they put on this thing. They had two, one on each wing, and but the runways wouldn't handle that much weight on just one touchdown point, so they had all trimmed to 4 wheels on each bogie, and a total of 8. So that's the difference in size.
Find the foes, strike where they are. From the world isn't too far when the Air Force takes command.
B-58 Hustler. No room to put a bomb on that thing, so they put the bomb in the centerline fuel tank, believe it or not. I think that's the bomb right here, or a replica of the bomb anyway, the size of the bomb.
The B-58 had several electronic countermeasures for long-range self-defense, as well as a 20mm Vulcan cannon capable of firing 6,000 rounds per minute for short-range defense.
And this is the Mark 53 hydrogen bomb anyway. It was carried on a B-58, and it was so large they couldn't carry it anywhere, except they didn't have any hard points for it, so they had to put it inside the fuel tank. And when they'd drop the bomb, the fuel tank would go with it. And that's the fuel tank in the distance. Compared to another bomb carried on the B-36. And I think this was the largest size and weight bomb that they carried. And it was the Mark 17. Made one hell of a boomba when it hit the ground. When it went off, anyway. If you look at the fuselage here, you can see that it's wrinkled. And it is that way, and that's the way it was back when they built it. But as the aircraft would parts of the aircraft would pressurize, that would straighten itself out. Weird. Not sure if that's true though, because most of the aircraft was not pressurized. So This story may not be true.
Lord God and guide the ones who fly through the great spaces of the sky.
Oh, I have slipped the surly bonds of earth, and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed, and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds, and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along, and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, where never lark or even eagle flew. And while with silent lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.
This B-2 Spirit bomber is a pre-production version used in ground testing. The engines and associated equipment were never installed in it.
Oh, I have slipped the surly bonds of earth, and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds, and done 100 things. I've wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I chased the shouting winds aloft, and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air.
The higher we fly, the farther we go, the closer we are to each other. The darker the night, the brighter the star. In peace go my sisters and brothers.
Along the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, where never lark nor even eagles flew. And while with silent lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.
The harder we fly, the farther we go, the closer we are to each other.
I'm a young wrench bender on a fighter ramp. A greasy pair of breeches is my trademark stamp, and I'm present for duty every day if it rains or shines. I'm a three-striped sergeant with a wife and a child. The Mickey Mouse crap nearly drives me wild, and my pay's about half of what they make in the old salt mine. And I'll baby them airframes, work nights and play war games, and I won't let you down, boss man, you'll see. So I'll kick chalks till the time is right, and I'll be ready for another stripe. And if the devil don't catch me, Lord, it's gotta get better someday. Now, a MiG-21 is a great airplane, so the Phantom pilots say. And I don't think we can doubt their word, they go up there every day. Long and sleek and fast and high, it's a dang mighty fine machine. You can take the word of an F4 jock, a MiG-21 is mean. But so is a Phantom. Ugly, but big and powerful and faster than greased lightning.
Here we are at the National Air Force Museum in Dayton, Ohio on Sunday, the 13th of April. Having a wonderful time. We're just about done with the tour. It's been a long day. You've got the XB-70 in the background. You got the X-29 up there, forward swept wings. We got the YF-23 right here. We got the Titan IV, U.S. Air Force largest rocket that they have produced. Many variants of airplanes here. Plus we got the X-32 right here, built by Boeing. And we have an F-15. Not sure what these transports are old.
Well, that's a Streak Eagle there.
What's that? That's a Streak Eagle, isn't it? So we're going to go up to a mock-up of the space shuttle.
Get up there, top 10 minutes so I can get a
Good shot of it.
So we're standing up in the shuttle viewing platform and looking at all the latest stuff. F-23, Northrop designed to compete with the F-22. It was turned down, but it was probably a better airplane. And SR-71 is with his tail feathers pointing to us. The Valkyrie in the center.
We're looking at President Eisenhower's presidential aircraft, the VC-121, the Columbine.